Hello everyone, this is discussion, analysis and rating series of UPSC Civil Service Mains Examination 2023 of Public Administration. In previous lecture, I discussed, analyzed and rated question number 1A, section A, paper 1. And today I am going to make discussion, analysis and rating of question number 1B of section A, paper 1. So this question, the previous question we discussed about the public administration's horizon, and that question was very easy question. This question is a bit difficult question. Question number 1B, it's related to Bernard. So let's see the question. The statement of the question I am reading here. Efficiency in the specialized sense. Efficiency in the specialized sense is an organization's capacity to offer effective inducements in sufficient quantity to maintain the equilibrium of the system. Analyze. In fact, the question statement is difficult and a bit of difficult. You can't say it's a more than average question. Why? Because the question's nature, it's a deeper, its meaning is deeper. So it has deep meaning. This question has deep meaning. And number two, it's very specific. So because of these two reasons, you say this question is a bit difficult question. But if you understand the question will become easy for you. So before making its rating, I should say that nature of question is a deep meaning this question carry. How I will discuss. Specifically related to Bernard's idea of motivation, Bernard's satisfaction from the inducement, or we call it contribution satisfaction equilibrium. It's also part of the functions of executive, that is related to securing essential services from the personnel. And naturally, it's itself is an analytical question. Even if there is a tailword analysis there, so despite that, it is analytical question. Okay. And it's comparative in nature because its a question says efficiency in specialized sense. He uses efficiency in one specialized sense. There has been use of efficiency by other scholars also. So it's a comparative question also. You have to make comparison. And it's if question 1 A, B, C, D, E. So this is 2023's question definitely. And it's a 10 marker question, means you have to write 150 words for this. Clear? Now this question has been asked from the Bernard. You can pick the Bernard as a chapter within unit 2. And in Bernard, we have functions of executive is Bernard's work. And he talks about 3 functions of executive. So definition of purpose, or creation of informal organization, and third, securing essential services from the personnel. So first function of executive is defining purpose. Second is related to maintaining communication. Third is related to securing essential services from the personnel. So from the third function of the executive, this question has been asked. And how to secure essential service from the personnel? Inducement is the inducement or incentive that relates to motivation. So inducement, incentive or motivation is the subtopic. So Bernard is the chapter, topic is functions of executive, inducement, incentive, motivation is the subtopic of the question. Now let's understand, I will talk about tailword, but let's understand I'm giving you background that efficiency has been defined by classical thinkers in different way. So classical thinkers says that efficiency is concerned with productivity. Higher the productivity of the organization, more the efficient an organization is. So production is related to efficiency in classical thinking. Then Bernard has tried to define efficiency in its own way. Bernard has mentioned his work, if you study, Bernard mentions that people will not contribute in the organization until they are happy, until they are satisfied. So people will not contribute if they are not satisfied. Now they will be satisfied when they will be happy. So they will be happy if the return from the organization is greater than the contribution made. So contribution should be less, return should be more. If the return is greater than contribution, then they will contribute. And Bernard says organization is a system. It's very interrelated idea. Bernard said organization is a system. What is the meaning of system? System is such where the whole is always greater than sum of its parts. The sum of the parts 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals to 5. So individually 5 people are creating individually total 5 unit of output, assume. But when they come together, whole, it is always 5 plus. So this is called system. In system, the whole means all together, 5 fingers if you bind together, is always greater than sum of its parts. People know this. And when they know this, that system, organization is a system, it will produce more. I am producing individually, it will be less. My share will be less, it will be 1. But when I become part of organization, it will be divided, it will always be 1 plus. So this is my share, it comes from my efforts, so it is my contribution. But organization is a system, it has ability to produce more, therefore the outcome from organization is more, therefore the return will be more. So people assume organization will give them more. That is why they continue in the organization. So when Bernard says that people are interested in participating in organization when they assume organization is a system, when organization is a system, in that case, the return from the organization should be more than what contribution they are making. So if this happens, return is more, there will be satisfaction. Why? Because there will create an equilibrium. Equilibrium is what? The rate of forward reaction is equals to rate of reverse reaction, equilibrium. So here person or individual, the person is contributing for organization. Organization is giving to individuals. Here comes contribution from the person, and here comes the inducement. So inducement is that motivator because of which people contribute in the organization. And if inducement is given properly, Bernard talks about 4 general and 4 specific inducements. 1 is monetary, 7 is non-monetary. So if inducements is are properly given, people will contribute. When people will contribute, organization will again function. Again, organization will give inducement. Again, people will contribute. Organization will create profit, generate output. It will again give inducement. Again, people will contribute. A balance will be maintained between the people's contribution and the inducement, leading towards satisfaction. This Bernard calls contribution satisfaction equilibrium. Let this question has deep meaning. Why I'm saying deep meaning? Because here it is hidden the idea of equilibrium. Bernard's theory of contribution satisfaction equilibrium. So Bernard says efficiency is what? Means an organization is efficient if it is capable of giving that level of inducement which compel people or which motivate people to bring contribution. If inducement is proper, there will be proper contribution from them. Why? Because they will be happy. Why? Because they assume system form of organization. In system, return is more. So they have expectation more from organization. So they will contribute, organization will grow. Again, it will grow, it will induce. They will contribute. Again, it will grow, it will give inducement. Again, contribution will come. A kind of equilibrium maintained. This is the question. What is efficiency? Capacity of the organization to offer effective inducement in sufficient quantity. Sufficient quantity what? What people assume greater than contribution to maintain the equilibrium of the system. The system is what? System is something where whole is always greater than sum of its parts. So it's clear that in system, whole is greater. Individually, I produce equivalent to 1, my return will be 1. Why I join organization? Because I assume system. Here my return will be more. So if contribution is less than return or return is more than contribution, then I will contribute. I will contribute, organization will grow. Organization will grow, it will again induce, give inducement incentive. Again, I will contribute. So a kind of equilibrium will be maintained from both the sides. This is the question statement. It has a deeper meaning. Why deeper meaning? Because it is relating the Bernard's crux of organization's interrelationship. Now, this is the reason, means Bernard also, if you read his Prasad and Prasad, functions of executive. So there are 3 functions he has categorized there. Third function is securing essential services from the personnel. So that third function, last para, if you read, this is the statement. Prasad and Prasad has not clearly explained these things which I am stating. But what I say, the factual, quotation is available in Prasad and Prasad. The third function of executive, last paragraph. They have picked question from Prasad and Prasad. Clear administrative thinker. But you don't have the complete answer in Prasad and Prasad. Prasad and Prasad can be a reference. So what is the answer here? How to write the answer? I said it's a deeper in meaning, very specific to Bernard's idea of contribution, satisfaction, equilibrium. Clear? And this, what I say, analysis has to be made. Even statement is analysis. Now, comparative study, why? Because the scholars, the scholars from classical thinking, they say organization is just concerned, efficiency is just concerned with production. Higher the production, more the success, more efficient organization is. But Bernard takes it to behavioral plane. He tries to give it a very specialized meaning to efficiency. That efficiency is not just ability to produce. It's about ability to make people happy. So ability to make people satisfied so that they contribute for organizational purpose. So securing the essential service from personnel is possible by proper inducement. Got the point? So comparative study to be made, idea of classical thinkers, one paragraph you have to write. Then relate it with Simon also. Simon has taken forward the idea of Bernard. So consumption of less time, less cost, efficiency. He relates it with decision making also. I'll not talk about that. So efficiency of Bernard taken forward by Simon to give a theory called Bernard-Simon theory of organization. Simon makes it very more specific. He says that an organization, if not capable of producing sufficient inducement, it will become bankrupt. So what is bankruptcy? Bankruptcy, organization is at huge loss. The net worth of organization is less than the liabilities. Bankruptcy. So organization's assets are more than organization exist. We say non-insolvent or solvent organization. That is non-bankrupt organization. A bankrupt organization is that organization whose liability is more. So if organization not able to give sufficient inducement, people will not contribute. Therefore, organization may not exist because there will not come people's contribution to organization. Organization becomes bankrupt. This idea has been used by Simon as Bernard-Simon organization, Bernard-Simon theory of organization. The quotation is, the name of the theory is Bernard-Simon theory of organization. Simon has named Bernard. Bernard's name comes. Why? Because he picked idea from contribution, satisfaction, equilibrium, and he credited Bernard. Credited Bernard that it is not my theory only, it's Bernard's theory also. So you have to write about Bernard, you have to write about classical thinker, you have to write about Simon also. So how to frame the answer, I will see, take it first. Take it first. I say question tail word is analyze. Analyze is trying to interpret interrelationship of the phenomena in different way is analysis. A particular idea or phenomena you pick and you try to interpret by relating it through various dimensions, it is analysis. So analysis involve sometimes examining, sometimes evaluating, sometimes criticizing, or you can mix different things in a particular way. Analysis. So analyze means try to give your approach of interrelationship to a phenomena from various perspective. Analysis. So now first paragraph, basically you have to make things clear that you know that question statement is from Bernard and from where this question has been picked. So according to Bernard, efficiency is a very important criteria for securing the essential services from personnel. This meaning I think will be clear to you. Efficiency is the capacity. Therefore, securing the essential services from personnel depend on that capacity. People will not contribute. So I have given inverted commas. Why? Because it is one of the functions of 3 functions of executive. One of them is this. So an organization is efficient if it is capable of offering incentive or inducement to the level that contribution, satisfaction, equilibrium is maintained in the organization. This particular paragraph has made your idea clear to examiner that you understand the basic concept. then you explain this part. This analysis involve explaining or making things clear. So Bernard assumes that people contribute towards achievement of organizational goal only when his satisfaction from the incentive or inducement, incentive provided by organization is higher than the contribution given. Clear? So return is greater than contribution. Clear? Hence, until proper inducements or motivators is not given, individuals shall not cooperate for achieving organizational goal. This is clear. You can again, like you have written contribution, satisfaction, equilibrium, you can add one more sentence here. So if people contribute, organization will grow, organization will again give inducement, and equilibrium will be maintained in the system. That you can add this statement. Even if you don't add, things will be clear with Simon's approach. Now, after writing about Bernard explaining that question's core idea, we took this Herbert Simon. So Herbert Simon defined efficiency in a bit different way than Bernard. What is that? Efficiency, according to Simon, implies adoption of shorter path and the cheapest means in achieving desired goals. That if you see Herbert Simon's definition, a bit different from Bernard will be seen. However, how it is related to Bernard. However, despite this different meaning to efficiency, Simon's idea closer to Bernard. How? However, Simon also accepts that if organization fails to produce inducement capable of satisfying the individuals, organization is not able to produce inducement capable of satisfying, then organization becomes bankrupt. This is Simon's explanation of Bernard's idea. Means here Simon-Bernard link is found. And then this idea is popularly known as Bernard-Simon theory of organization, which explains Bernard's idea of efficiency in hidden manner. In hidden manner, what efficiency Bernard talks about, it has been explained by Simon here. So when Simon talks about bankrupt organization, he names it Bernard-Simon theory of organization. Here, idea of Bernard is hidden. Okay, you have made your point. Bernard's idea, Simon's thinking, comparative study of them, creating interrelationship between these two thought. Now come to the originally what is efficiency. In fact, classical school of thought popularized the concept of efficiency. Who popularized? As the question is related to, in a specialized sense, efficiency means this. I have to write about efficiency, how it comes. It's comparative in nature. So they who popularized this classical thinking, Taylor, Fayol, Gulick, Urwick, related efficiency with productivity of the organization. More the capacity of the organization to produce, more the efficient an organization is. So thinking of Bernard, Simon and classical thinkers came. Now conclusion part. What Bernard has done. Bernard's definition of efficiency is somehow different. Question statement is related to efficiency. Efficiency in a specialized sense. So question is related to efficiency. efficiency in a specialized sense. So you have to conclude with Bernard's idea. Bernard tried to give new and specialized meaning. New and specialized meaning to efficiency and related it with functions of the executive. How? Functions of executive. One function is securing essential services of the personnel from the personnel. How it can be done? Through inducement. If inducement capacity in the organization, it is efficiency. So it related it with functions of executive and explained it through motivational dimension of organization. Efficiency is concerned with motivation. It's a motivational dimension he picks. So you conclude with the crux of the idea that Bernard's efficiency is related to functions of executive and it is part of the motivational dimension of organization. Isn't it? So again, I'm taking a recap of this first paragraph explaining what question statement is, then what Bernard mean by efficiency in true sense, then Herbert Simon's idea compared, plus how Herbert Simon extended Bernard's idea through his Bernard-Simon theory of motivation, then classical thinkers' approach on efficiency, and finally Bernard based the comprehensive approach to this concept as a conclusive point. So this is the answer of the question. I will share its text, or you say PDF, in our Telegram channel. You can pick it and then you can try to write your own answer with the help of what I have written. This is a model answer. It's a very good framed answer. Possibility of writing the excellent odds also. You can add up things. Don't unnecessarily add up, but you can make it more good looking. It is possible. But I think it's the perfect way the answer can be written. Okay. Now, if we talk about the answers, level of difficulty, rating of the answer, it's very important part. I have done the part discussion of the question, its background, analyzed the question, analyzed how to approach, formatted it. I will share the model answer also. Now, what will be the rating of the answer? How shall we rate it? So first, if I talk about statement quality, it has deep meaning. Syllabus reference, it's a core area. Content availability, we can't say most of the books, limited books, but very relevant books. So most of the books and relevant books, between this you can mark. And skill required here, analytical. Innovative skills are not needed. You can pick things from here and there. Analytical skill is required. Based on this, I have given 5 marks in the level of difficulty, from easy to challenging. The easy 2 plus, average 4 plus, and up to 5 means 4.5, above to 7 is difficult. 7 starts, 8, 9 very difficult, challenging. So I have marked it 5. It is a bit difficult question to answer. But if you understand the Bernard's concept, Bernard's idea logically, then your answer is very simple. So I hope you understand the question. You could understand how to format the answer. I have tried to make analysis in a very simplistic manner, and I hope you would like this approach of explanation. So watch this video and share it with your friends. Try to consolidate your writing with the help of this approach. Thank you very much.